Every day, I keep failing. I feel like I'm taking one step forward and two steps back. The determination to fail every day can weigh you down over time. But every day, you gotta wake up and do it all over again. If failing is part of success, I definitely have 50% of it correct. But I gotta keep going. To be a musician is all about how you handle failure. And how many failures you can handle over time is what can set you apart from all of those that quit. There are gonna be good days for sure, but you have to be prepared for the days that follow to be drastically worse. But there's something comforting in that, knowing that either way, you keep going, regardless of the outcome. You were supposed to learn from your failures and grow from them. There can be stretches of times where it feels like it's not enough, and that you just keep on going backwards instead of forwards. But you have to live through those times too. You have to push through. The thing that's hard to understand is that you develop muscle to handle this. You are pushing further than you think. You just don't know it, or it's hard to feel. When you do this for a long time, you get numb to it and learn to just keep going. You just gotta understand that you're stacking up wins over time. You're developing skills that are drastically needed to get you through that next failure. People only want you to see their successes. They don't want you thinking about their failures, something they then would have to confront, not just their own. When you enter into a new journey, the failure rate needs to be a non-factor. The pursuit of learning and getting better means so much more than those feelings, those low times, or those high times. When you look back on your life, I want you to think, wow, I can't believe I accomplished all those things. Maybe my success was different than what I thought it was going to be. Maybe it was completely different than what I first set out to achieve. But I did it anyways, and I succeeded. The sacrifices that I made weren't for nothing. The failure that I felt wasn't for nothing. Failure is essential to your life's success story. So keep pushing, keep waking up, keep stacking those failures in front of yourself. I wanted to say this because I feel like a lot of people want to avoid as many failures as possible. But I think in the real world, it's two sides of the same coin. It could be discouraging to fail, or it could be the next step forward that feels like a step back. I think our success is so much more dependent on how we handle our failures versus how we handle our successes. Keep fighting, keep waking up every day, working towards this. Be happy that you failed. Be happy that you had a chance to learn something new. Be happy that you learned something new that you wouldn't have learned if you had simply won. This needs to be seen as motivation. It's good news that you have so much failure to go. But what comes with that, who you are, comes from that. Your success story comes from that. It's amazing to have another day, to take one step forward. Those two steps back are only motivation. Keep pushing, keep failing,